Okay. Faltje, this is Rellige. Hopefully everybody can hear me well. We're kind of running some tests here at the beginning. And we'll see how that goes. Havoc is waving at me. Hi, Havoc. Nice to see you. All right. Get going here. Play. Okay. Primus stream. Okay, I did publish. This is going to be our number 4 part. I did do a little bit of work in between. I spent about 21 minutes yesterday cleaning some things up. We had some exciting news. We had some additional technologies that we've discovered. So I'm going to go ahead into this interface and show you. We got the food grower. That's very exciting. That means we can make food now on our own. We've also received, what was it? It might only have been the double bed, but it's. I'm not going to make a place for decorative living. My hydration is low. But go ahead and. I wanted to talk about this for a second, but I need to get my hydration. Okay, I've got some. I'll grab some food here since I'm down pretty low on food anyway. All right, I got a few buckets of food. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and drink some water and make some more water. Okay. All right. So let's take a look at these screens for a quick second. This is the technology screen. It's the unlock screen, as we like to call it, or the blueprints screen. It reads chips and it decodes the blueprints that are on those chips. But the same technology tree that is here can be discovered on the chips, but they can also be discovered through the particular metric that is on the far left. So this top line is your overall terraformation index, and as your terraformation index increases, you unlock these various technologies. Looks like we've got a locker storage coming up at 50 KTI, so that's good. We got our food grower. The next one will be next one for oxygen is a T3 vegetative. That'll unlock it to 30 parts per trillion of oxygen. Our T3 drill will actually unlock at 21 nanokelvin of heat in our atmosphere, and we get a living compartment glass ceiling at 40 micropascals of pressure increase in our atmosphere. So we just also got this T2 drill while I was doing my intermission. So the goal today is to get some food growers up and running, and then we'll get these T2 drills in place. We also have these T2 solar panels, so we'll start to make use of those to increase our overall power output. This other screen up here is giving us all of those stats that we would use to unlock the various technologies. Our oxygen is at 19.52 parts per trillion. Our heat is at 14 or so nanokelvin, and we've got just under 2 micropascals of increased pressure into the atmosphere. So that brings us to a total of 35 to 36 shortly kilo terraformation index. And we need 175 kilo terraform index to reach our blue sky, which is on the upper left hand. So let's take a look at our power. So I did do some power updates so that we can build our food producers. So we've got 35.76 kilowatts available. We're actually producing almost 67 kilowatts, which is not terrible. And we need to get those food growers going. Now, a food grower is going to require an aluminum, an iron, and a water. So I'm going to have to collect some ice and iron, and we need to find some more aluminum. I don't think I have any in my inventory at this time. I do have some ice and some iron. So I will go ahead and go back into the wreck to see if I can find some aluminum. So I'm going to head up here. Now, hopefully we'll get some meteorites coming through, because that will give us potentially give us some aluminum, because they carry the base metals for the most part, but they also sometimes have aluminum in them. So that is a very important thing to know. So we are on Prime as well, and we also can start doing some exploring. There are other places in the space that have aluminum. Let's open these crates. Let's go ahead and take the crates with us. We get pretty good stuff in them. That was left behind because our oxygen was, our oxygen was running out the last time we were in here, and our inventory was full. So here's a little reactor back here. We'll talk about that a little bit later. I think I've got this chip. Okay, there's a chip in here. Yep, I'm going to take that oxygen. Construct that container. I got another container over here. Let's see if we can get some aluminum. Now some space food and some good plants. That's nice. Take the water. We got some more seeds there. Those will come in handy. Just titanium and silicon. Let me poke around a little bit, see what else is in here. Okay, this reactor, we can't do anything with it yet. But when our technology advances a bit, we can come back and put a fusion cell into this little spot here, and it will unlock some doors for us that we can use to gather additional materials. Well, there will be additional materials in there, I should say. Oh, that's correct. This one's got things in it. Grab an iron, and I'm going to run back because I am beginning to run out of oxygen. Oops, I think I took a wrong turn. Nope, I did it right. Okay, for a second there I thought I took a wrong turn. I'm run over my little safety pod and up inside. Hang on a quick second. Gotta make some adjustments. All right. So Havoc, do you want to say something to me? Okay, voice level is fading up and down. I'll have to be careful about that. I'll try to make sure that the mic stays close to my mouth. And I'll go back to my overall activities here. So back into
your voice level's fading. Yeah, and the pixelation still seems to be there.
Okay.
I don't think it's your mic.
Okay. Well, I'll have to do some troubleshooting. If I'm getting pixelation and mic fade, then we might have to.
Now I hear myself on your stream.
Oh, that's cool. That's Havoc, everybody. All right. Well, we will stop that foolishness and go ahead and go back here. I'll just try to keep my voice up and keep my mic appropriately placed, and we'll try to get this done. Now, I did not find any aluminum, so I'm going to go ahead and read this chip. I can get T2 agility boots now. That'll come in handy. I'm going to go ahead and put some things down here. I've got 3 chests. I'm going to put all the iron and basic metals in here. I'll go ahead and throw the iridium in there as well. Over here, I'm going to put the plants and the eggplant seeds. And I'm going to need some more air, so I'm going to grab this oxygen and put down these food items. And I'm going to make another oxygen capsule for my inventory, because I'm going to run back in there now. I still need to find some aluminum to make those food growers. And if I can't find any more in here, then I'm going to have to go to a different location. Let's see what we're going here. So we went this way. I think I've cleaned out all of this now. There is this. There's some couple of things in here. I'll go ahead and take them for the time being. Okay, so we're gonna head back and see if there's anything that we missed along the way. I don't think I did. I'm pretty sure I went down here and down here. Yeah, I did that last time. Yep, okay. Sorry about the waving back and forth. I apologize for that. Navigating with this little light can be pretty exciting. A couple of more items. There's another aluminum. Excellent. Okay, I didn't clear this one out. Okay, so that might be everything. I'll deconstruct these 2 things. And, oxygen. All right, there we go. And I'll go ahead and drink that water. I can't deconstruct that yet. So I think those are probably the last 2 chests I had. So we'll take that aluminum, we'll set up a food grower and get that food production going. So I'm going to go ahead. My inventory is pretty full already, but I'm going to go ahead and run over here and grab a couple of those things that will come in handy. I think I want to grab, well, I'll grab 1 food, and I'll grab this Brillia seed, because we're going to need to put that into a vegetube sometime soon. And that fills up my inventory, so I'm going to run down here. Now, I thought we had found a squash in our last episode. Let's see if I've got it in my inventory anywhere. Brillia seed down here. That, I'll take those, take the ice, put down food. Okay, so that's full. Go ahead and sort that. Actually, I have quite a bit of food. Amazing. Yeah, there it is, the squash. Okay, so now I need that aluminum and iron and a water bottle. I have those, and I can put up a food grower back here in the corner, and we will set that up with some the squash seeds to grow some squash. You know, it's just in time for the fall festivals. It should be done. All right, so you'll see the growth speed is at 0.6. That's because of the choices I made. This is an intense run, which means I would lose everything in my backpack, but it also slows down my production of things. So this will take a little longer to grow than you would normally see. But I've got plenty of food to keep me nourished, and this will just keep going. It tells me it's not ready yet, and it's at 31%, and that'll continue to count up. And when it's done, it's that I have some squash. Now I need to get another. Oh yeah, aluminum. See, I had it over here and I didn't even notice. So let's get a couple of eggplants going. Okay. And oh, there's my tier 2 storage locker. I've been kind of waiting for that because it's kind of awkward to store everything in those little blue lockers. Okay, food grower. Right here. Low power. And I've tried so hard. All right, I'm going to deconstruct that so that my squash keeps growing. I'm going to go ahead and go over here and put down the aluminum and the other stuff that I don't need right now. Okay, so I'm going to make a tier 2 solar panel. Okay, I do need the magnesium and the aluminum. I've got one aluminum that I can use, so I'll go ahead and take the tier. I'll find more aluminum, but let's get some power going here. Some bigger power. Tear this down. I'm going to create a tier 2. Now this is a little more than 3 times the amount of power you get from, or just about, yeah, a little more than 3 times the power you get from a small solar panel, which I will also put here in front because right now I need all the power I can get. Okay, I'll just drop that right in front of the other one. Okay, so now that should, that should bring me up to enough power to build another. I'm gonna need to make some water here. Okay, water. Okay, we're gonna go back over here in the corner, and I'm gonna grab a squash or an eggplant seed. Now, oh, my mouse is very finicky today. All right. All right, so here's my second food grower. And in that, I'm going to put this eggplant. And again, the growth speed is a little slowed down. That one's at 30%. This one's at 42%. So I'll have my own homegrown food fairly soon. Now, let's see what else we got here. I want to get a food grower, or no, I'm sorry, Vegetube, tier 2 Vegetube, up for this other 250% plant I found. So I'm going to go ahead and put another one there. I'm going to have to clean all those up. And that's a Lerma. This is 250%. So I'm going to go over here and put that in here. So we've increased our overall oxygen. I've got, looks like, oh, this is a Lerma. I'm going to go ahead and take that out and put the other Shenga, I believe, yes, in there. And I'm going to be using the Lermas for other things here shortly. So I'll go ahead and leave those in my supplies bucket. I'm going to put the ice in here and the other thing there. I'm going to keep those 2 fabrics and take these 2 super alloys, and I am going to make my tier 2 agility boots because that'll make me even faster. I can run a little bit more. What do I got here? I've got a tier 3 backpack, tier 2 agility boots. I still only have a T1 exoskeleton, but that's okay. And a T2 oxygen tank. I think I can upgrade my oxygen tank if I get another aluminum. Okay, so I'm going to need an aluminum, and I also need an aluminum for my tier 2 exoskeleton, which will give me some additional capabilities. and yet another couple of magnesium to get my compass, which will be handy. And then, of course, the T1 mining speed increases the speed at which I can pick up materials off the ground. So that'll be handy too. So it's all about aluminum right now. I'm kind of low on food, so I'm going to go ahead and eat that. I don't really have a spare oxygen right now, so I'm going to put these over here. I am going to need to make some better storage. I'm going to take all of that, and I'm going to take that down. I'm going to go over in the back here, and I'm going to put up a storage locker, a new locker. It's much bigger. I'm going to put that right here in the middle. I'm going to leave it a little bit yellow because it kind of cuts into the behind it. It kind of cuts into the wall a little bit, but it will line up nicely with the other lockers. So I'm going to go ahead and build a second locker right here. Okay, so now I have 2 lockers. That will let me store a lot more. So right now I'm going to put metals in this one and others in that one, and I'll rename them later. But here's all my magnesium and my titanium. I'm going to go ahead and leave those 2 here because they have my materials on them. But I'm going to go ahead and put the other lerma seed in here. I'm going to go ahead and put the seeds in here for making food. And let's take a look over here. More metals. I'll grab those and that, and I will deconstruct this one. So now I will go ahead and put all of these in here. For the time being, I will need another cobalt to make some more oxygen, another oxygen capsule, and I'm going to need some more ice to make more water too, because I'm about to run low on water. All right, so I'm going to drink that water. I'm going to go get some cobalt. Some other things. I'm going to need quite a bit of cobalt actually, since I pretty much cleared out that wreck. We're going to have to do some exploring. And we're going to need iron again now to build up our base a little bit, because we're going to end up with a lot more storage. And the storage containers are much bigger now, so it'll be a little easier to organize things. All right, let's get some of this ice. And over here to the left, I've got quite a bit of silicon right now. I really want the ice and cobalt and iron, so those are what I'm going to take. Okay, and cobalt. And over here, some more cobalt. Since cobalt is also handy for making the solar panels, it doesn't hurt to have a lot of it. I will need some magnesium and silicon along the way, but I really didn't need to pick up that magnesium, but it just kind of have it. There's some ice over here. My oxygen level is low. That's bad because I actually don't have any oxygen with me. Oh crap, I forgot about that. Okay, I'm not gonna make it. Damn it. Iron. I'm gonna do something really quick here. I'm gonna make this foundation, and nope, I'm not gonna make it. All right, that's what happens when you get distracted. You lose all that good stuff you just collected. All right, I have no water, no food, and no oxygen capsules. All right, I'm basically going to run to my other spot. I'm going to collect some cobalt along the way, and some ice, and now I have a T2 vegetube. And I'm going to get there before I run out of oxygen this time. I'm not going to get distracted and die again. Lose all my stuff again. I was gonna put a over on that foundation I threw up. I was gonna go ahead and put a little blue box on it and put all my stuff in the blue box so I wouldn't lose it when I died. Kind of cheating death a little bit, but I thought I'd give it a try. Didn't work very well. So it was already too late. That's the second time I've died on this little run. That's very sad. Alright. Iron. Okay, I'm gonna go get some more oxygen. Grab this cobalt on the way. And make sure I've got an oxygen capsule or two in my inventory. Can use this crafting station here. And water. Okay, now I've got food and water. I'm going to go ahead and make some more because that was my purpose. I'm going to make another oxygen and another water. Now I've got a little more space. Okay, so need to grab some cobalt on the way back, but I also need some aluminum shortly, but see what I can find out here. Maybe I can find a blue chest or something. Might have aluminum in it. What's this? Yeah, I've been here before, obviously, because I've taken all the good stuff. But I will take, I'll leave the titanium here and a couple of the silicon, and I will go ahead and stock up on some iron on the way back so that I can make more storage containers. And I'll take this cobalt. Okay, now I'm going to run back up to my base and see where we are. Okay, hang on. That's what happens when I look away from my screen to look at something else. I ran into a rock. It's a good thing I'm wearing a helmet. All right, here I am back here. Let me take a quick look around. Okay, so I've got enough material to go ahead and make another storage container, so I'm going to do that. I'll put it on this side. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and put cobalt and ice in this one. And I'm going to put titanium, silicon, and magnesium in the other one. Okay, so I have enough power at the moment. I'm only 78% through growing my squash. I've got some tier 2 drills out there, so I'm going to see if I can convert them into tier 2 drills, increase my pressure. Sorry, in here. I've got 17.76 available. Each one is going to take -6. And I'm going to get back 0.6 for each one of the ones that I'm taking up. So it's going to be 5.4 per. So I can probably do 3 and be okay. So I'm going to grab 3 of these guys and tear them down and make some tier 2s. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I'm going to run up here where it's a little more level. I put the drills down. Cute. All right, some tier 2 drills. Increase my overall pressure. 1, 2, 3. Production. All right. I've got my 3 tier 2 drills in place. Now that's going to take most of my power. So I am going to have to build some more power. I'm looking in the chest instead of looking at the power. I have 1.56. So basically for each solar panel I put up, the smaller solar panels, I will be able to build another T2 drill. So let me see what I've got in the way of I've got iron. Oh, there's a cobalt. Silicon. and cobalt, so I can make a couple. I'll do that. Another iron and another silicon. These will eventually start to fill up, and I'm actually going to have a lot more storage when we get to that point. Go ahead and put up these other power structures here to generate some more power. Oop. Pressing the wrong button. Oh, nope, I'm missing a cobalt. Okay. Let me run and grab one more cobalt. Here. Oh, okay. And then we will build the last one here, and then I'm going to convert 2 more of those drills. Okay. Here's my power. And I'm going to deconstruct this one and that one. Run up here. My hydration is low. My food is low. I'm going to go ahead and eat the food and drink the water. Okay. So now I'm going to put down my 2 other drills. And yeah, they're not very level here. Drills, anyway. They work. Okay, so heading back. Let's see what's going on. All right. I've got my power. Got 3.76 kilowatts left to go. I'm cruising up my KTI. I'm going to be heading for 100 KTI here shortly. I am a little bit behind on pressure still. Production. I've certainly got a good amount of heat production and oxygen production going, but that'll be coming soon. The pressure will start to catch up a little bit as I create more tier 2 drills. Okay, and again 3.76. All right, well that is it for today. I want to keep to a reasonable amount of time. This is our 4th session, and we've made some pretty good progress. We've started opening some of our technologies by increasing our terraformations, indexes, our various criteria. We'll be opening a nuclear reactor here shortly. Well, maybe not shortly. At 60 micropascals, we're at 4.31 at the moment. But we'll also get a T3 heater at 80. That's a little closer to us. And we will get an advanced crafting station. So it's going to be a little bit of a long haul to our next set of technologies, but these criteria increase exponentially as we start to go through. So once I get everything to a tier 2, then we can start building a couple of extra tier 2s, and then you'll see that the terraformations start to accelerate. All right. Until then, it's Longofoil. Bye for now. Take care. I'm going to save this first. Would have been sad.